Our marriage is falling apart because of this close friend that I used to welcome. What should I do? I am 31 years old. Right now, I feel like I'm losing my mind over my husband John and his coworker, Katie. I never thought I'd be sharing it, but I need some outside perspective because I'm starting to wonder if I'm overreacting or losing my mind. John started working with Katie about 3 years ago. At first, I tried to be the cool, supportive wife. I invited her to our barbecue parties, included her in group hangouts, and tried to be friendly. Those are huge mistakes. She's been nothing but passive-aggressive since day one. Comments like, "Oh, you're a yoga instructor? That must be relaxing, and not everyone has the knack for seasoning, I guess, after tasting my cooking. Real charming, right?" It wasn't just the comments. She had this way of subtly undermining me, like she'd compliment my outfit with, "That color is so brave on you," or talk about how she wishes she had the time to do yoga, implying it's not a real job. I brushed it off at first, thinking maybe she was just socially awkward or had a weird sense of humor. But it kept piling on. The worst part? John thinks she's just joking. For instance, I got him a custom mug with our wedding photo on it. One day, I visit his office, and the mug is gone. Turns out, Katie accidentally broke it because it didn't match the office vibe. John laughed it off, saying, "Katie just has high standards for decor." It was our wedding photo. And the crazy part? She replaced it with a generic World's Best Boss mug, like it was no big deal. Here are some of Katie's greatest hits that really bug me. Scheduled a mandatory work dinner on our anniversary. Not only did John attend, but he also brushed it off, saying, "It's just dinner, we'll celebrate later." We never did. What makes it worse is that Katie knew it was our anniversary. She had commented on the social media post I made about it just the day before, with a passive-aggressive happy anniversary. Hope you both make time for each other amidst John's busy schedule. And then she conveniently organized this dinner. She even posted photos from the dinner, tagging John and captioning it with, "Great team bonding." Hashtag dedication over dates. She talked John out of a promotion that would have boosted his leadership skills because it meant switching teams. She convinced him it wasn't the right fit for his growth, even though he was excited about it before she got in his ear. I overheard one of their conversations once when he was on speaker at home. Katie was saying things like, "But John, do you really want to start over with new people? We work so well together, and it'd be such a waste to lose our dynamic. Plus, they probably won't appreciate your sense of humor like I do." And somehow, that was enough to make him decline an opportunity he'd been preparing for months. Katie posts daily selfies with John with hashtags like #workpowercouple and #workspouse. Some of these photos are borderline intimate, like leaning in too close or inside jokes in the captions that I don't understand. She'll write things like, "Another productive day with my partner in crime." #workspouse life, or when you just get each other. #office goals. There's one where she rested her head on his shoulder, with the caption, "When work gets tough, lean on your person." I mean, what the actual hell? She tells their coworkers she takes better care of him than I do. I heard this from a mutual friend who works with them. Apparently, she says it with a laugh, but still, not cool. It's always framed as a joke, like, "Oh, John would be lost without me." I practically pack his lunches in my head, or if I wasn't around, who'd remind him of his meetings? His real wife? She even gifted him an organizer for his desk with a note saying, "Because someone needs to keep you in line." She also changed his coffee order and bragged she trained him right. She even got him to stop using the travel mug I gave him because it was too bulky. She said it didn't look professional enough and bought him a sleek new one, which he now uses every day. She also jokes about how she rescued him from his boring vanilla latte phase and introduced him to real coffee. Now he orders the exact complicated drink she likes. It's like she's trying to erase every little thing that connects him to me. And John? Completely oblivious. Just yesterday, he repeated a joke Katie made about our new house being cute, like a starter home. He laughed while saying it, not realizing how dismissive and belittling it sounded. I put my heart into finding that house, making it our home, and he just tossed her snide comment around like it was nothing. I tried talking to him. His response? Katie thinks you're just insecure. Oh, cool, glad she's now the expert on my mental state. They text nonstop, even on weekends. She knows his schedule better than I do. She even rearranged his desk and convinced him to upgrade his wardrobe because his style was too suburban husband. I mean, he is a suburban husband. He's my suburban husband, and I loved his style just fine. I suggested marriage counseling. John was baffled, like, why? Everything's fine. Then he told Katie about it. I found out from another coworker that Katie's been telling people we're having issues and she's just being supportive. Supportive? More like inserting herself into places she doesn't belong. The final straw? I surprised John with lunch on his birthday. Katie was sick that day, so I thought it was safe. Guess who was there? Not only had she recovered, but she brought him a cake that said, "To my work hubby," with a picture of the two of them at an office party. When she saw me, she smiled and said, "Oh, Sophie. You came too, how nice." John didn't mention his real wife was stopping by. Real wife? Like, am I some afterthought in my own marriage? And the way John laughed it off, like it was all just a quirky joke, made me feel invisible. He even shared a slice of that cake with me, completely missing how hurt I was. That night, I cried in the bathroom while he watched TV, oblivious. Am I losing it? Because this feels like straight-up sabotage. John doesn't see it. He thinks it's all harmless fun. I'm not ready to scream divorce, but I don't know what else to do. Every day feels like I'm competing with someone who isn't even supposed to be in the race. And the worst part? I feel like I'm the only one who sees the finish line. Have you ever been in a situation like this? What would you do? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this kind of content and want to hear more real-life stories, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support means so much to me. Thank you.